Well, we're at the Mayo Performing Arts Center in Morristown, New Jersey. We were originally built as a movie theater back in 1937 as part of the Walter Reed chain of movie theaters. But as many of these small town movie theaters started to be taken over by the multiplexes, this theater was boarded up and destined for the wrecking ball. And back in 1994, a group of volunteers came in and literally pulled the boards off of the doors and came into the theater and cleaned it up, and really there were mushrooms growing in the aisles and the paint was peeling off of the walls and the roof was leaking, and they decided to band together and really work very hard to reopen the theater as a performing arts venue. We have a wonderful production tonight, Frankie Gavin and Dannan. It's a traditional Irish music production.
Good evening, New Jersey. It certainly seems to be the most popular folk music or traditional music of any other culture.
I would say that Frankie's place in traditional music is very, very solid, because he was part of, the 1970s folk revival in Ireland. The Dannan were basically the band that pushed all the boundaries. They were ahead of all the other bands that were out there at the time.
One or two interesting things that we managed to do in days gone by, and more recently as well, is pick a tune or a song, the melody of a song from a rock and roll song or a Beatles song, for example. We did an Irishized version of Hey Jude one time, and we had a huge hit with that, and that changed our following overnight. We might have lost a few kind of purists, the kind of what we call purists in the business, in traditional music business. We might have lost a few of those along the way, but we certainly gained hundreds, if not thousands, of fans.
Songs, the ballads that I think are heart-wrenching ballads. I mean, some of them have been written hundreds of years ago and are still as important today, and still have the same resonance with people today as they would have been when they were initially written.
If the sun should tumble from the sky, if the sea should suddenly run dry, if you love me, really love me, make it happen, I won't care.
The one one that I've been singing quite a lot. It's not actually an Irish song, but it has been part of the Irish repertoire of songs for the last 30 years, I would say. It's a song that was actually written in 1948 by Edith Piaf and Marguerite Monod. She wrote it for the love of her life. Edith Piaf wrote it for Marcel Cerdan, a very famous French boxer in the 1940s, who died on his way to see her from Paris to New York in a plane crash. And she went on to record this very powerful love song that she had written for him.
Catch a falling star, shall I bring it where you are? If you want me to, I will. You can set me any task, and I'll do anything you ask. If you only love me still, when at last all life on earth is through, I shall share eternity with you. If you love me, really love me, then whatever happens, I won't care.
The music that we play and the spirit of the music that we play and the feeling and the emotion that's in it, either very sad or very happy or halfway, seems to connect with almost every culture across the world. It's really that one kind of music and culture that just sits well with everybody.